and with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
And the child grew and became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him. Now Jesus' parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up according to custom. And when the fast was ended, as they were returning, the boy Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem. His parents did not know it, but supposing him to be in the company, they went a day's journey, and they sought him among their kinsfolk and acquaintances. And when they did not find him, they returned to Jerusalem, seeking him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting among the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. And all who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. And when they saw him, they were astonished. And his mother said to him, "Son, why have you treated us so? Behold, your father and I have been looking for you anxiously." And he said to them, "How is it that you sought me? Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" And they did not understand the saying which he spoke to them. And he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was obedient to them. And his mother kept all these things in her heart. And Jesus increased in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and man. This is the Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, O Christ.
Just a brief thought on Jesus' growth in wisdom. We are created in God's image, in the likeness of Jesus. In a sense, we are also called to imitate him when we make our effort and work to grow in wisdom and in stature. And this task, I think, connects with our prayer life here at St. Augustine's, with the Lectio Divina, with the morning and evening prayers, particularly with praying the Psalms. The Psalms are regarded as a powerful resource which help us to discern between good thoughts and bad thoughts. Ponticus Evagrius, the Desert Father in the very early Christian centuries, 2nd, 3rd century, in the desert, created a movement when people who were dissatisfied with cultures Christianity has become increasingly wishy-washy, because after the huge influx of people into the Constantinian Church, the standards of Christian discipline were lowered. So a generation of young men left the city, left that superficial lifestyle, and they formed small communities, but mostly they prayed alone in the desert, and then they met regularly to discuss their prayer life and their life in general. So Ponticus Evagrius says that Psalms and passages from the Bible are good resources to ward off negative thoughts, bad decisions, and to turn to our genuine way which God intended. So when we pray the Psalms in the morning and the evening prayer, of course, we are concerned a little bit if we sing it well, if the melody is there, which is actually important, but in a sense secondary. But these psalms, when we pray them in full length, and usually we have 2 or 3 psalms or a very long one, like today, just let those words become a healing voice for us. Because that's the point of engaging in this monastic form of prayer, which prepares for us for the Lectio Divina, that those lines of the Psalms describe life situations which respond to our quest for God. And those lines, those verses, respond to our feelings and to the state of our journey where we are, to the ups and downs and joys of the soul. And if we turn to those Psalms and go or swim through the sea of their message, then we arrive to the readings of the Bible, first reading, second reading, and the Gospel, which function in the same way, that they respond to our quest where we are. And Jesus increased in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and man. And our call is, on our own modest scale, to embark on this journey of being increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man.